Thank you, Madam Chair. Today is sort of the trifecta of recognition of programs that affect people's lives, and I'm exceptionally proud to read the resolution proclaiming May 2024 as National Foster Care Month in our county. The resolution reads as follows. Whereas the County of San Luis Obispo recognizes the importance of providing children safe, healthy, and loving homes when they are unable to remain in the home of their biological family. And whereas there are more than 420,000 children in the United States in the foster care system. And whereas more than 60,000 children in California are in foster care. And whereas there are over 250 children, youth, and teenagers in the County of San Luis Obispo who are in the foster care system. And whereas to help these children have a healthy, loving, and stable home environment where they can thrive and feel connected to a community that cares for them, and to support the resource families that provide these critical homes, the County of San Luis Obispo Department of Social Services is acknowledging National Foster Care Month to raise awareness about the need for more resource family homes in our county for local children, and to join other organizations to celebrate resource families in our community. And whereas this effort, along with similar celebration in all 50 states and the District of Columbia, will offer children the chance to live with healthy, loving, and stable resource families when they cannot live with their birth families, and encourage other dedicated individuals to make a powerful difference in the lives of a child through resource family care. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby proclaim May 2024 as National Foster Care Month in the County of San Luis Obispo, and in doing so urges all citizens to join in a national effort to raise awareness about the importance of foster care and resource family care.
Well, good morning. I'm Sandra Jimenez, and I'm a Program Manager in Child Welfare Services here at the Department of Social Services. And first of all, I want to thank you so much, Board of Supervisors, for acknowledging May as National Foster Care Month in SLO County. As you know, foster care plays a crucial role in supporting the children in need. On average, our department gets about 320 reports of child abuse and neglect each month. Our dedicated social workers evaluate and respond to these reports, aiming to stabilize families and ensure their safety concerns. However, when a child's unable to remain in the home safe, the child or the children are placed into foster care to prevent further harm. The children and families we serve receive many services such as mental health support, parenting guidance, medical care, substance abuse treatment, and many other services. Our resource families, also known as our foster homes, assist in ensuring these children get these services in their home timely. Supporting our vulnerable children in the community requires a collaborative support, as you may know, alongside our social workers and many support staff. We're grateful for the partnership of many agencies, such as Family Care Network, Seneca Family of Agencies, Family Connections Christian Adoptions, Pathway Family Services, CASA, Martha's Place, Mental Health, Cuesta College through the Kinship Care Education, Probation, and just the many contributions of individuals, businesses, and many other community organizations. A special thanks goes out to our families and the community who open their hearts and homes for these children. Currently, our county has about 260 children that are youth, teens, babies in our care. Whenever possible, the department tries to place these children with their biological families while their parents and guardians are getting the assistance that they need and ensuring that they, have these children return back home safe. Only about 50% of children are placed with their biological families, which means that the other 50% are placed with non-related and unmatched homes. So that's about 130 children. We have about 65 active community resource families in our home who we are able to seek placement. Given this deficit, it's incredibly difficult to find an ideal match when we have that limited number of families with our caregivers and children. These placements are safe, but they're not always ideal. We always are striving to ensure that there's placement stability and that we don't do many moves for the children. So our community's most vulnerable need is with finding families and finding a very loving and family home to place these children in. So with that said, if anyone is ever interested in learning about how they can have children and youth in their home and they want to open it up, we have a website. It's slowfostercare.com. And we could also give more information on that if you call our hotline, which is 805-781-1705. And with that, we're going to feature one of our resource families, the Cathcart family. So we do have a very short video that was created by our team, and they are present here today. And then following the video, we do have a youth engagement program ambassador, Pilar, who's going to say a few words after. Thank you, Felipe.
The struggles of having a deficit in resource families really impacts the kids first. Resource homes are essentially the backbone of the foster care system.
With foster care in our county, we really need parents who are willing to open their home to our kids. These are children who go to school with your children, children who are your neighbors, children who are, probably playing soccer with your kid on their team, and they don't have anywhere to go.
We're all just scared and confused, and we kind of can react in bad ways for sure, but I think it comes down to we're children and we just don't know how to act, and we need those people to teach us, and I think resource families can be those people for us.
Seeing the light and life that comes into these kids' faces when you just do the simplest things with them.
There's so many kids who are just going through bad situations, or just they're not being taken care of, and these kids need help. These kids need someone that cares about them and really trusts them.
There's always something that you can give to these kids that they don't have, and being able to give them that is very rewarding.
There's a lot of support for resource parents in this county especially. No obstacle is too big to becoming a resource parent.
They're needed, more resource families to help change kids' lives. There's so many kids that need them, that need their help, and it's one of the most rewarding things that you could possibly do, is change the life of a child.
My name's Pilar Ortega. I'm a former foster youth. I've been in foster care since age 3. I've been in 20 placements and over 10 to 6 schools. I'm so thankful that in this county of San Luis Obispo, I have met a lot of good foster parents, but also not so good foster parents. My birth mother and my birth dad struggled with mental health and alcoholism. And I didn't really have a stable home or didn't know where I could go to find help or to find safety. And when I turned 13 years old, I was a runaway child, which now I know as an adult is not safe, so don't do that. So I went into a group home where they taught me to actually speak my mind and to verbalize when I'm feeling unsafe. After that care, I went into a loving foster home. For the very first time, I felt like I was wanted, and I felt like they actually cared for what my voice means. And also, I was so thankful for the CASA system, how they really advocated for our voice to be heard. And when we went to court, it was really hard seeing my birth parents trying to fight for custody, but I knew deep down that mentally and physically, I did not want to go back into their home because of the abuse. And during that process, it took me a lot of courage to open up to supportive adults and to see what was the healthy relationship and not a toxic relationship. And as I got older, I started working with other foster youth. I was a youth mentor for AmeriCorps, and as seeing the struggles that they faced and I faced, and the abuse that we have in this system, and how we can overcome it and not go back to it and stop the cycle. That's why I'm so thankful that I am a youth engagement ambassador, because we make sure that all youth are heard, and we do a lot of local projects. We do the PEN article. I don't know if some of you have read it. I type a little bit over there. And I also do human trafficking, sex trafficking prevention. I was sexualized as a young child, and I didn't know the signs of it. And so now being a youth ambassador, I want to make sure that other youth knows that they have safety and they have people that will take care and support. And other counties, I didn't really feel comfortable with police officers or lawyers or social workers, but San Luis Obispo County is different. They actually listen, they actually care, and the officers aren't that scary if you just tell them the situation. So I like that. But also during the time of foster care, I've learned transitioning housing. When we start aging out of foster youth, foster care, they help us with budgeting, they help us with planning our future, they help us balancing stability, and they also teach us professional skills. I have talked in front of the Capitol in Sacramento, and I've met a lot of great people, and I'm excited to see the journey that I'm becoming. I'm glad that I didn't go into a dark path and I took the abuse and the trauma into something more creative in my own mindset. I'm a single mom. I have a 3-year-old. She is the world to me, and I want to stop the cycle of abuse and just keep healthiness going. And so also we do the Cool Ant series. That is a training that is effective for resource parents or for youth that can show the signs of what a trafficker is or what a recruiter is. And then also for Family Care Network, they did a lot of programs such as independent living programs, like learning how to cook, because let's be honest, who knows how to cook? So it was really nice that they taught us how to cook and how to do laundry and how to balance money, even though I'm still having a problem with that. It's still working. And also just knowing that no one's going to be giving up on us like we thought our parents did. And so during the time care, it was very hard. I had some difficulty, but I overcame the challenges, and I became who I wanted instead of what my parents forced me to be. And so YUP is a great opportunity for youth to explain and to do projects. We do human trafficking awareness, we do trauma-informed care, we do culture inclusivity. And when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did not like the system. I was fighting it every single bit because I didn't understand it. But as I got older and I saw that they were actually trying to help me, I sat down, I took a deep breath, and I said, okay, I'm here to listen and I'm here to actually speak my voice. And so they actually heard my concerns. They helped me with mental health. They helped me with school. I graduated high school, and a lot of former foster youth don't get to have that experience because they don't have a great support system. And I'm so thankful that San Luis Obispo County wants to actually support and not neglect us youth. And so seeing more foster youth making a change and making an impact, it's just a beautiful thing to see. And I'm so thankful that I got to be in a loving foster home in this county. And I'm so thankful that we get to make an impact every day. And the resources from 2013 to 2024, I would say that the resources have expanded significantly, and the advocacy and the trainings and the dedication has shown so much of just love, and I don't see it just a paycheck anymore. I see it, they actually care and they actually want to give back, and that's what I want to do. In the future, I want to work and be a youth advocate, because for so long I didn't feel like our voices were heard, and now I feel like they are. And I want every youth to feel like they can make a difference, and just because it was a hard time in the past, it doesn't mean it has to be hard in the future. So thank you so much for hearing me.
Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you. Sandra, we thank you for being here, and all of you, and I hope all the officers in the room that have contributed to this success that was just discussed. We appreciate all of you. I'd like to open at this time the floor to any other public comment on this item. Do we have something? Okay. Back to the board. Board comments. Supervisor Gibson.
I think, is it Pilar? I think you said it all. Your resilience speaks to why this is so important, and the great work of the families that provide that opportunity and that love. We've got this on videotape, right? We need to get people, seriously, that was heartbreaking and beautiful in equal measure, and I'm just inspired to have you here today. So thank you for that.
Okay, Supervisor Paulding.
I'll just echo those comments. More of what you're all doing, that whole continuum from our county staff to, the folks that work for Family Care Network and the other nonprofits, really the advocates, the resource families. It's amazing to see, and thank you for being here today to share your story.
And Supervisor Bishop.
I fully expect you to run for supervisor at some point, so sign me up, I'm on board.
And I kind of went first with my comments, but we appreciate you all, and everyone that's been here today to be recognized is so well deserving. So thank you very much.